Football happened this weekend. The ships
The ships.
the ships occurred. Um,
They sailed.
Yes.
Not jeez. I said they sailed, not Sam.
Oh, I thought you said, "Hey Sam," and I was like, "Yeah, what?"
I appreciate the enthusiasm, though.
That was enthusiastic. Good job.
I thought I was included, but
It's okay. Game 1, though.
Game 1, Jim. This is all Jim's breakdown.
Duh, Bengals beat the Chiefs. Bengals climb from the pits of defeat and rally back to slay the dragon that is Mahomes, winning in overtime 27-24 on the triumphant leg of the best McPherson, Evan.
ooh, burn.
That's right. That's right. Casey.
That's right,
looked
because
like-
you pronounced his name differently than I pronounced mine. So done.
How do you pronounce yours?
Oh well, glad we've been friends.
I think I've botched it for that many years. Anyway, Kansas City looked like they had the thing won going into halftime, 21-3, but a late second quarter touchdown sparked life back into the dying Bengals. Then all Bengals in the second half. Cincinnati backup quarterback Brandon Allen called heads during the overtime coin toss. It came up tails. And lots of swag from our guy, Mahomie.
I think this is a precursor, just quick insert, precursor to Jim betting the coin toss at the Super Bowl.
Amen. Some sad news for the Bengals tight end CJ. I'm gonna botch his last name. Uzma.
Uzama.
Yeah, what Alex said.
Twisted his left knee in the first quarter and didn't return. He was on the sidelines in the second half using crutches. There will be lots of beanbag banter, which, by the way, I think we need to hashtag beanbag banter. In this one, Cincinnati schools have closed and adjusted the academic calendar for the Super Bowl. Let's go, Cincinnati.
Yes.
That's what you got. So good news, Jim. CJ
Mm-hmm.
Uzama may be available for the Super Bowl.
So he's got like 2 weeks to heal that knee up.
He's got 2 weeks.
Is he gonna do the old varsity blues?
I think they probably already offered that on the ship weekend, if I'm being honest. Joe Burrow survived this game.
Joey B.
He was running for his life a couple times.
So I saw a clip prior to this game of Joey learning how to slide. Has anybody seen Joe slide? It is rough. He slides butt first.
Yeah, it's not great. It's like a sideways, like, give up.
Yeah. So, and like the refs in this clip I saw are like making fun of him. Other linemen are making fun of him. Joe, you need to learn how to slide, buddy. Yeah, we want you to survive. This may be his last Super Bowl and his first.
Well, we'll get into. I mean, there's a lot. We've got some time leading up to the Super Bowl, but of interest is he could become the first college national champion, Heisman Trophy winner, and Super Bowl champion. The first person to accomplish the trifecta.
That was my stat, Muff.
Stat that. Hashtag stat that.
That's not your role anymore, Muff. I don't know if you knew that. We have Alex on the show now. That's his role.
Okay, Alex, just word vomit all of the other stats that you have ready. Hashtag stat that.
I do have a question for Jim that I would like to propose.
Mm-hmm.
Not really propose, but ask if you've heard anything. Did he really say, I'm sick of all these Ohio State people claiming me? I'm an LSU Tiger, basically. Not in those exact words.
I have not heard this.
I did not know. I saw because I don't believe everything I immediately see on Facebook. And it was like an image that someone made. But I was like, that's kind of funny.
Hold on. I think we have a guest that can speak to this.
Hey, this is Coach O. Just wanted to let everybody know that, Joey Burrow, he's definitely Louisiana's son, and y'all could eat shit.
Thank you, Coach O, for clarifying.
I will say that I don't care what Joe says. He's going to be claimed. The tag, just a boy from Athens, is a thing.
Yes.
It's just going to be, now I will say I agree that Ohio State can't claim him. I will go on record and say we cannot claim him. But there are enough Ohio State players on that team that we're okay. Like we can put our hooks in Cincinnati if need be.
We put our hooks in.
Yeah.
Ohio
I mean,
just,
that's how Ohio State works. Like, think about it. And I'm gonna go off my Ohio State fandom for a second. That's how Ohio State works. That's how I work. I saw the list of active players in the Super Bowl. We have 7. Penn State has 6. I was ready to rub that in Muff's face. Ohio State are vultures. So go ahead. We'll give up Joe Burrow.
What I'm really interested is how you were going to rub this in my face whenever Ohio State is head and shoulders above Penn State and all of this, but they only have one more.
Because I thought you weren't on the list. Like I was looking, scouring it. I was like, oh, I got this one. I'm gonna rub this one, and then you had one less. I was like, all right, I can't rub this in Muff's face. But like Ohio State are vultures, man. So yeah,
I don't see any. I was doing some recon to see if I could find where he actually said it. And the only thing I can find him is say, like, yeah, definitely the trials and tribulations I underwent at Ohio State made me like a better person. And
I find it very hard to believe that he would say that. Joe is
He
a
did
very
say,
measured
though,
man.
when asked, are those diamonds on that necklace for real? Yeah, I make too much money for them to be fake. And I was like, yes.
He is such a great interview. Like
He is the perfect line between cocky and like boring. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
Like I'm
exactly.
never annoyed with him, but like who asks that question?
Yeah,
Like that's a good answer for that question.
he
He's
wins
not gonna come out and be like, look at these diamonds on this necklace. But they asked,
on the
so he's gonna
field.
answer.
On the field, they were like, Joe, like what's going on? What's going through your head? He's like, it was a great game, solid game. Very proud of my team. Like at that point, you like almost expect a NASCAR like answer. Like I'd like to thank my sponsors, Coca-Cola, Jack
Yeah.
Daniels, Busch Light. Like you expect because he's just so methodical in the response. Like he's very stoic.
Can we talk about my cousin for a second, Mr. Evan?
Is
Yes.
there blood relation?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, there could be way back in, the indentured servitude of the Irishman at some point.
We should
And-
start a GoFundMe to get you and him to both do a 23andMe.
Good.
Why aren't we?
That is actually a fantastic idea.
Thank you, Sam.
Anyway, yes, thank you for all of this. I'm on board if we want to at whatever his handle is on the Twitter.
So what is the proposition? We are proposing
We want him to do a 23andMe with Muff.
Okay.
To understand how close, if any, their familial relation there is.
What's in it for him though? Like we're trying this. What's in it for him?
To understand that he's related to
The greatest
greatness.
podcaster?
One of the
Greatness.
co-hosts of Sports Stuff with Jim and Muff.
yeah, duh,
Fine.
definitely.
Muff, are you promising that you do not want any of his money? Because I'm afraid like most celebrities will be like,
It-
oh, he wants to
we're
know
not-
related.
We're not like married. I'm not trying to get half.
But you know how like you know how celebrities are like, well, all the family comes out of the woodwork when they know you got money. Like you're
We'll
gonna go
make
on
it
record
clear
right
that
now,
we
like,
don't.
we don't want his money.
Yeah, we should make that clear.
he's a rookie kicker.
I'm trying
I'm
to
not
find
going to
it.
sit here and say that
He-
he's like,
He's a rookie kicker making more money than you. So
Oh, I
let's
agree.
just say you don't want his money so that he actually has incentive to take this test.
I don't want to be on his. I don't want to be as part of his his inner circle. Like we
Yep.
can just. We don't even have to be friends. I just want to know.
We're just doing it for funsies.
just for
Mr.
funsies. So
Evan.
Evan, Mr. McPherson,
Person.
he was on the Pat McAfee show a couple before the playoffs started, I believe, or it was after the first round, one of the two.
Mhm.
And Pat McAfee has a signed ball from Adam Vinatieri that has multiple of his records on there. And apparently he caught a still shot of one of them, and it was Vinatieri's record number of field goals in a postseason. And he said, wait, what's that? What's that number? Okay, I just want to make sure I know what I'm beating this in the playoffs. And I think he's like 2 away from tying it. I forget what the number
Wow.
is.
What was Pat's reaction?
He was like, all right, man. I mean, you're going up against the GOAT. I don't know what to tell you. It was like I didn't hear it in real time. I think it was actually outside of the recorded interview, like prior to the interview starting or after.
Okay,
it
can we
was
take a
over.
pause right here? Which one of us has a landline? I know it's not me. Whose landline is ringing during my podcast?
Don't you worry about it.
Oh, it's not.
I was like, I'm glad that someone said something because in my head I've been sitting here like, I swear.
I thought I was
something
going
ringing.
crazy.
I did too, Sam. I'm glad
For
that
those of you who are young listeners, that noise you heard in the background was that ancient thing called a landline where you could call the house number, not the cell phone.
Wait, what's
Just-
that
And
house
leave
phone?
a message.
And leave Muff, is there
After
an
the
answer machine
beep.
attached to that
with a little
the-
cassette tape.
with the mini cassettes?
No.
That'd be
It's a
great.
digital recorder.
Just the Comcast.
Do you have to get off the? Hey, do you have to get off the Zoom now to answer that call?
Don't let it mess up
I
the
can hear
phone.
now. Muffy, get off the computer. Need to make a phone call.
All right, well, I'm
This-
sorry, Muff. Let's get back to the show.
Back in the times of beep, 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 beep. Those you don't
I'm
know,
expecting a fax.
yeah, those you don't know the AOL dial-up sound. Well, anyway, anything else about the Bengals?
Who day? That's it.
How about Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow's dad smoking cigars in the parking lot?
Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Okay,
I'm
good.
all about it.
All right, anything else on the Bengals taking down Mahomie, Jim?
I hate to say this, but like I did not like Patrick Mahomes in this game, and I'm usually very pro Pat Mahomes. But his swagger, and I think it's his brother, that soured me on him, and that's not fair to him. But like, I really am not. I'm not a fan of him right now.
So I don't know if I spoke this or tweeted this into being, but from the Sports Stuff Twitter account, as the Bengals, I think, were going on their first scoring drive in the second half, I merely pointed out I was inquiring if Jackson Mahomes and potentially Brittany Lee, who's Pat Mahomes' fiance, I think it's Brittany Lee, whatever, did some TikToking at halftime because the Bengals started out like a house on fire. And I was like, this could be the downfall of Patrick Mahomes, is his fiance and his brother TikToking.
If your fiance's name is Brittany Lee,
Okay,
that's
I
your
understand.
downfall.
Well, they've been together since high school, I believe. So I'm not gonna go
What's
on
the
the
Stuffed Bear movie with Wahlberg
Ed.
where he runs through the
The middle
names?
names.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's
You
what I
might be a
think of.
stripper. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I love that movie.
You ready to get to the Rams game?
I need to
You know, because
confirm.
we made sure we watched that game. We couldn't record our podcast on Sunday night. We had to watch this game.
I would just like to add that I was very angry and I wrote a few tweets and never posted any of them because I was just angry. Pat Mahomes' little smirk that he had going on just made him look like a douchebag when he lost.
All right.
He's like, number one, you could tell he thought he was going to win and they were going to pull it out. And then he loses.
That swagger
and
made me
he's like,
mad.
yeah. And then he's like smirking. I'm like, you
Nobody
lost.
can see what you're doing.
Suck
You gotta
up.
explain what you just did. What is the face?
I made the face that Pat Mahomes was making. We really
Okay.
need video next time.
Okay, we'll step it up to the YouTube Sam faces.
Yeah. Yeah, just record.
So it's Brittany Matthews, it's not Brittany Lee. So I don't know if that's any better for
It's
your.
a little
That's-
better. It's not on the stripper.
I was
radar.
very confused. I thought maybe her middle name was Lee, so I did not comment because I do not know enough about his girlfriend.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call her Brittany Lee from now on, though.
The BL. Big B.
Okay. 49ers Rams. The 49ers jump out in this one, but then go over until the fourth quarter. Niners take a 17-7 lead into the fourth quarter, only to lose 20-17. Matthew Stafford, interested what his wife felt about the game. I didn't see anything specifically. Stafford does throw a first half interception inside the red zone and also
Hold
loses
on.
his tight end Higbee in the
Back
first
up.
half. The day of tight ends being lost.
Back up.
Backing up.
I need you to comment on the wife situation. What is the drama with Stafford's wife, please?
She probably will be upset that they had a home playoff game, that there were just as many 49ers fans as there were Rams fans. This also is the case in the regular season matchup where there, I guess, were more 49ers fans than Rams fans at SoFi Stadium.
Why is this a thing for you? Because I saw you tweet on this.
Because she was making a big deal about it. And this is also part of the ticket issue at SoFi Stadium, where people in LA who had tickets were putting them on the secondary market and trying to get a pretty penny off of them.
So 2 things on this.
Mhm.
One, I saw where parking for this was higher than the tickets, which is crazy to me.
You can blame the NFL for that because they've already bought up or they've already occupied a lot of the premium parking around SoFi Stadium. So now all of the private areas around the stadium are trying to capitalize and offering crazy numbers on parking, like $200
Like
to $600.
$400.
Yeah, $200 to $600 range.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Then, so I was gonna go in with you and like try to get some buzz going after Matt Stafford's wife, but did you realize she had like a year-long cancer situation?
Yeah,
And
I'm not
you're
going after her.
attacking her.
Well, I thought that's what we were doing.
Aw.
I'm not
Then I had
attacking
to
her.
retreat.
I'm not sure if that's what you were doing. I was just saying that she's merely.
Well, I was trying to figure out the vibe you were throwing down on the Twitter machine. We got to coordinate the conversation here. Is this a bad thing? She's coming after the fans.
No, it's just a real thing that she's saying. How are we playing at home, but it doesn't feel like a home game?
Well, because we're giving away the tickets to the celebrities. Like, how many celebrities were in attendance at that game?
It's LA.
I mean, I think that's what we got to take into consideration at SoFi Stadium. This is a celebrity crowd,
Leo was there.
which surprised the hell out of me.
Mhm.
Magic Johnson seems to be at every one of their games. It's a very star-studded event at SoFi. Which
As
is that not where the Super Bowl is going to be too?
Yes, Jim.
So
They get-
like,
This is the first time this has happened in the modern Super Bowl era.
so how is this going to work?
No.
This is not the first
No,
time, Alex.
I'm sorry. Are you saying the first time there's been the championship? Wait, where was the Buccaneers championship last year?
Tampa.
Yeah.
Did they host the conference championship as well?
No.
I think. Okay,
Oh,
this is the
that's-
first time that's
what I-
happened.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
what I meant. That's what I
Yeah.
meant. I got
I
you.
feel like it's going to. Are we going to see the same? Cincinnati's not going to travel well to LA, right?
I don't think it matters. Super Bowl, is totally off limits because it's who can afford the ticket and who wants to go there.
And now parking.
No, and now parking.
Has anyone seen the little old man whose granddaughter is trying to send him to see the Bengals?
Speak on this. Let's go.
There's a GoFundMe. He
Mhm.
used to, I think, recruit for the Bengals maybe like years ago.
Mhm.
And there's a video of him being like so excited when they won yesterday. And now there's a GoFundMe to buy him tickets to send him and his caregiver to the game. I don't know if it was his granddaughter or someone else that started it, but he like really wants to go see the Super Bowl.
Okay.
That's pretty freaking cute.
It's really adorable. The video of him is so sweet.
It's called Get Grandpa to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Very appropriately named.
That is the name of the GoFundMe. The goal was 30K. They're at 22K. I just
It
looked
was
up.
20. They must have upped it.
So,
They're trying to get in better seats.
Yeah.
listeners, if you're trying to get Gramps to the Super Bowl, cute little picture. He's got the Ohio State hat, so I'm going to back this one to the hilt. Get Grandpa to the Super Bowl.
All right, so since we've totally bypassed the rest of the game conversation,
Sorry.
Doug Gee, or Jimmy G to other people aside from Sam, did a little bit more than expected at this one, and then he crapped the bed in the fourth quarter. He did toss for 2 tutties, had
Mimi
about
Kimes was right.
230 yards. I'm not going to say that she was all the way right on this one, but she definitely was more right than wrong.
Thank you.
But it doesn't come through when it counts, tossing a very odd backhanded pass at the end, which ended up being the game-sealing interception. Yeah. Any thoughts from this game? Thoughts Matthew Stafford, Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham's pretty pumped. His whole ploy to get out of Cleveland.
I am super butthurt about this. And I had money on the Rams until I put it all together that Odell's telling people not to come to Cleveland. Odell's going to go to a Super Bowl after his whole get out of Cleveland. It makes me want to bet the Bengals so much harder now. I hope Odell loses.
Good. Well,
Well,
just make
speaking of ESPN personalities, I saw a tweet from Orlovsky this morning. Says he thinks the absolute world of Kyle Shanahan, but Shanahan in the fourth quarter of the last 3 playoff losses as head coach or OC Yesterday against the Rams, got outscored 13-0. Chiefs in 2019 outscored 21-0. 2016 against the Patriots outscored 19-0. 53-0 in the fourth quarter in the last 3 playoff losses. Ouch.
But what was his claim to fame before the Niners? Can we like circle back to that? Like, why is Shanahan?
He was part of the infamous Mrs. Snyder's coaching tree, wasn't he, Nate?
Yeah, under his dad.
Yeah. It also included Sean McVay and who's the third one? LaFleur. Yep.
I don't understand. Like, he wasn't a big deal, right? Or am I wrong? Like, what is his?
I mean, he's pretty consistently a winner.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's a big deal. When you're consistently a winner in the NFL, you're going to keep a job.
All right. I'm not saying we should fire the guy, but I'm saying like he doesn't come to mind as a coaching guru.
Well, because he doesn't have the flash, right? He's got a team that wins with a solid running game, tight ends. Tight end has traditionally been one of the better receiving options on that team. Deebo Samuel's on there, but he's just as much a running back as a wide receiver, and they have a solid defense. So, I mean, he's not winning with flash, and I think that's why you don't see him in the conversation as much.
How much of this is on him, and how much of this is on Jimmy G?
If he's lost the last 3 playoff games like that, I don't know if you can toss it all on Jimmy G. I think there's some play calling that may be an issue at somewhere.
Fair enough. Which brings us to the next topic, right?
What the Super Bowl matchup is?
Well, I think
we all know
that's
this.
already a given.
Right. We've talked about Rams Bengals. I am already on Rams -3.5, and the line has already moved to 4. So I am already on the good side of the line movement.
I'm gonna keep letting that move and jump on the Bengals at the last second.
Yeah, I have a feeling this might move all the way up to 5. All said.
Who day?
I'm saving my issues for the next betting show.
Oh, that's fair.
The next or the last?
Oh,
Bump, 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 bump.